times like these that we're going through in 2025, I take these words very seriously now. Like I am started to believe it's part of the process of humanity when they say good times create weak men and hard times create strong men. I am starting to see that resilience in my lifestyle. Like I am not nobody special, but I'm a guy that I always been single. I only had like four girlfriends in my entire lifehood. None of them were past the 5 months. All of them just, one I had, well, two of the girlfriends I had to break up with them because I was no longer happy and not attracted to them. And plus, there were a lot of chaotic, more than happy times. And the rest of them just vanished. They were nowhere to be seen. And things like that happened, but I kind of adapted myself to become very resilient towards like I don't take rejections seriously at all. I don't mind them, and I don't really take petty anymore for me being single, alone, because I kind of prefer to be alone for a moment. I have I do a lot better when I am not distracted. I have more opportunities. Well, I create opportunities. I never really believed that opportunities were sincerely out of luck, or they just come once a year or whatever. I think you create them, or you create the energy because you. Because I never really believe in a lot of luck. I always believe that opportunities it's created for a reason. Because when you learn something, or when you learn a trade school, whatever service or whatever you have in your resume when it comes to work, if you're talking about job opportunities, people that already know you offer you the positions because they know what you can do and they know what you can offer. So you're just at the right place at the right time. And in my case, I just have to up my skills. I have to move on beyond the family business. I have to really up my skills 100% of the time. And this is the perfect opportunity because I am not a person that's going to get depressed if I have to be single for the rest of my 30s because I'm already used to it. Like, I've been technically, it's like I never really had a girlfriend that I really like because I never really faced teen love or anything. So the girlfriends that I ever had were not necessarily attractive girlfriends. They were just girls that accepted me. And now that I am not that same person that I was even a couple months ago, I have learned how to adapt to this new normality. It's what it is. This is why I don't sound too Blackpil or too mgtow as much as I used to because I'm already. It's like I accepted the treaty. I lost a war with society. I lost a war with dating or whatever. I signed the treaty because I want to have peace. I want to have other create other opportunities so I can at least have a good, decent retirement. And just as you get older, you start to realize time is flying quickly. There's not really much to really worried about anymore because your prime years are about to be over very soon. I'm 31, and it's time is going to fly fast. Excuse me. Time is going to fly extremely fast, and the next thing you know, it's going to be like tomorrow. Like I wake up tomorrow, and I'm 40 now. Like holy cow! Like 20 years has been. They went fast, and now I have to start thinking about retirement. It's the sad reality of the world that we live in. I don't see no way out of this. Like I'm not even excited as much as I used to be about retirement because obviously when you're in your 20s, you don't really think about it. See, I discovered Blackpil, mgtow, Red Pill at the age of 28. I wish I would have discovered it a lot younger. People would have asked, why would I want that? You should have the best time of your 20s. I never really had a very memorable 20s. It was always deceptions. And I was already, like, slowly, I was like in the Blackpil shadow for a long time. And nobody cares, not even your siblings, not even your parents. This is why I'm trying to detach from my parents 100% of the time. And this is why I don't really talk to them. I decline their invitation. Yes, I roommate with them, but I, give back too. So at least they don't try to like rub it in my face like, oh, we let you stay here. When the only thing it gets annoying is basically as they're getting older, I have to kind of do certain favors for them because they're no longer able to do it because they lack strength, they lack energy. Things like this, what I've been seeing in my parents is like there's no more time to waste. I'm already 31, so I was thinking about couple careers that I had in mind, which I am talking to a university, and I'm gonna go for it. Like I have no distractions. Like I'm not even gonna go to the bars or anything. I'm already feel like an old person going into these specific places. So distractions are gone. The that little bit of distraction with the opposite gender is gone too. I never had the opportunity, and now that I'm getting older, and chances are it's zero. And I just want peace. I just want to be able to sustain myself and have that independence because family it's only good when you're a kid. Once you're above 18 years old, nothing's ever the same. They see you as an adult. And yeah, you're their kid, but they only see you for the value that you carry. If you have nothing to offer, they're going to reject you. That's what I've learned. It's cold facts. You have to really take in consideration that everyone becomes selfish. So this is why I had to do a lot of resets in my mind. Like I put the old beliefs to the side. I restarted, and I'm going to achieve the careers that I wanted. So I'm going to try to achieve some of the goals that I wanted to do when I was young. And it, the, now that I'm still mgtow, even though I don't even know if I'm ever going to see the day of light when I get married or when I find someone. I don't know because I'm not just going to submit to a girl that I'm not attracted. I'm not trying to sound like a sexist. I'm not trying to offend the women because obviously I am attracted to women. But it's like if you don't like the person physically or you don't find her aesthetically pleasing, then it's going to be a failure. I've done that before in the past, and it was a total waste of time. So reset is good for a lot of stuff. Now that I reset, now that I changed my mindset, it's like now I'm just going to go forward for what I need to do so I can at least and hopefully have a recent retirement. And this is another part of the video which I already finished with the reset part. So we are all aware that food stamps are no longer going to be available in November. So this is why I always mention, good times create weak men and hard times might create strong men. And a lot of people don't really believe it anymore because even with deceptions, even with hard times, people become um, more deception. Their moods change rapidly and they decline in health, they decline in motivation, they decline in everything, and they start to really fall apart. Because that's one of my family members. His kids are no longer really like hanging out with him because he's old. He didn't take good care of himself. His hygiene's a little bit bad and body odors, things like that. And poor guy, man. I feel bad for him, but he put his all of his priorities were people above his family, and now that he's old, what he thought he did correctly turned out to be it was incorrect, and now he's alone. He says decline rapidly. For me, when it says hard times for your strong men, only certain people are going to be strong enough to sustain it. This is what I'm trying to do because at least if I didn't got anything beautiful, at least I had a legacy. At least I survived the hardcore crisis that is about to come. Because all these like progressive reforms that we used to have in the country, it's no longer to be there. Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies, a lot of rumors, but honestly, I always felt like those things were already going to be over anytime soon because the country seems to be struggling with money. There's not enough resources, money, and their solutions are not working out. And also, everybody declines. Countries decline, ideologies decline, systems decline. So it's repeating history. Probably I don't know if this is gonna be the peak of the technology. Well, I don't know what's gonna be the future in 100 years because I don't even think I'm gonna be alive by then. But this is like it's like how they call like classical civilizations fall. Like Rome fell, then they little by little went to the what they call it the medieval ages. The dark ages where things were kind of stagnated, kind of backwards, and a lot of people never move forward. And sparks come and new civilizations come. So I don't know the future. My advice for the younger generation is if you're still believing in these old systems, reset yourself. Do your investigation. Do a lot of reading. Do a lot of investigation. It's difficult. I get it. Sometimes it's hard because you're not living the life you dreamed of because you were lied to. But it's reality. If you're the viewer, if you're already in a deception or defeatist mood state, but you think you have some talents to offer, just do it for yourself. Don't do it for nobody else. That's what I'm trying to really preach out to everybody. And I'm not going to, this is why I don't have any resentment towards women, because a lot of this is just society. I have met a lot of female. I have one particular friend that she's declining her health, declining her youth, and her opportunities because she's like my age. But unfortunately, she has very low self-esteem and she can't be helped. And I feel bad for her. Even yeah, she's a female. She might have some more of opportunities for the dating world than I ever would. But she is in a worse state of mind than compared to me. So this is why I don't really have that resentment towards females, because this is going to be on both genders. We're going to have our decline too, and it's getting ugly out there. And I'm sorry, but nobody cares about nobody. Selfish is something that is very big in society. I don't know. You just have to up your. It's kind of like Savvy Guy. He made a video 5 days ago, which shout out to Savvy Guy. He is very wise. He was mentioning that you gotta up your trade skills or anything that is going to be valuable, because this AI technological industry, it's going to make a revolution pretty fast, and if you're not prepared, it's going to destroy us. So look into these words. It's a lot of information. Good times create weak man, in hard times create strong man. But with this new age, I don't know if these words can apply, but I am at least trying to follow the norm so I survive. I just want to leave a legacy. I don't really care about forming a family or having a girlfriend or a wife, because it's basically, I would not consider it's over because I'm old. It's just my mindset has changed. I don't have that patience anymore to dedicate part of my day to someone, because that patience is over. Since I never really dealt with a long over a year relationship, it's just I'm not used to it. I can't do it anymore. So that's what I have for you guys for today. I appreciate you guys listening to my videos. My biggest gratitude makes me feel great that at least someone's taking time out of their day to listen to me. I'm not a nobody, but at least hopefully my advice can help someone. But you guys take care, man. Do your research. I think people like us who have some similar thinking might make it through. I can't guarantee you, but I really hope so. So, peace out.